Mina, when you look at this matchup, specifically between that Seattle D-line and the Patriots O-line, how much trouble is May in?
It's concerning.
Yep.
I mean, Drake May's taken so many sacks, and I think what's most concerning is of those 15 sacks, 11 have come with just a four-man rush. As you laid out, Seattle doesn't blitz very much outside of 3rd and long, and the four-man rush has been really good. It's different from the ones New England has faced. It's not like Houston where they're just kind of the dominant edge rushers, but I think they're built in a way to take advantage of some of the, I would say, the core problems that have plagued the Patriots. So the left side of the Patriots offensive line has been an issue. It's very young. Seattle, maybe they don't have a dominant edge rusher, but they're so good at overloads and also moving their pieces around the defensive tackles, Leonard Williams in particular, aligning him to basically hunt your weakness. Yeah. And then the other thing they do is they speed you up. They may not blitz a lot, but they sure as hell make it look like they're going to blitz.
Buddy.
So as a quarterback, even though only 4 are coming, you're constantly thinking, oh, shoot, we got, there's an overload on the left side. I got to get this ball out hot. And then you don't, and then suddenly you got big bodies in your throwing windows. So even if the four-man rush, they don't have Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter Jr., you could argue they're just as dangerous in a different way.
Cooper Kupp's been through a lot this season, as Jeff alluded to, and he takes the time to actually credit Sam Darnold's resiliency for inspiring him throughout some of his personal struggles this year. Dan, so much on Seattle's offense to get into. They've had success with 12 personnel this season. What will that look like, though, specifically against this Patriots defense?
I would be interested to see how New England handles it. Will they handle it by matching personnel or by being very down and distance centric? Because I think the challenge with Seattle's 12 personnel is they can do so much out of it. They can get easy completions, can run the football, they move those tight ends, they get that keeper game where they will run this 5 times a game, some version of this where Sam Darnold gets out on the perimeter. And again, going to his left makes this a little bit unique. There's that 12 personnel once again. Sam now in the pistol. It's the same concept, essentially, for a quarterback to read deep, intermediate, and shallow, and then the ability to still line up underneath the center and take the shots down the field. This is one of the greatest offenses or best offenses in the league when it comes to, hey, 12 personnel, we want to take a shot down the field. And so when New England play with 3 linebackers on the field, will they keep it nickel? Will it be, hey, if it's 1st and 10, we want to play against the pass. If it's 2nd and 6, we want to put backers on the field to defend against the run. I just think how New England matches it from a personnel standpoint pre-snap is going to be fascinating.
I love that we're having this conversation now because you guys remember it's how we started the season, talking about 12 personnel. And Seattle, to me, is the case study for why you can be so explosive out of it. When they use it, and they use it at a pretty high level in terms of around the NFL, they have a 46% play action rate. That is more than 4 times how much they call play action out of 11 personnel. And when they throw play action out of 12 personnel, they average 13 yards of play.
Wow.
So it is how 13 yards of play, Dan. So it is how they access a lot of those explosives. Some of that is because they get defenses to put their base personnel, to your point about how they're matched. So we talked about at the beginning of the season, you put heavy bodies on the field. That's not just allowing them to throw on the linebackers with their tight ends. It also creates one-on-ones. They call so many deep crossing concepts off of those 12 personnel looks. So if you're in New England, you're thinking, okay, we're not going to put 3 linebackers on the field.
But then you're dead in the run game.
And then Seattle, 12 personnel, the run game on nickel, 58% success rate running out of those, which is really, really good. They're 2 tight ends. They're not huge names, Barner and Saubert.
Awesome.
They're all-around tight ends. They are passing threats when they're open, and they're good blockers. So it creates this personnel matching problem for New England that, candidly, I don't know how I would solve.
Yeah.